Oh boy, the rains are here. How exciting can that be, right? I didn't grab my special driving glasses. Oh, I need to do that. It just doesn't end. It doesn't end on adventures. And now I'm thinking, oh great, I overfilled my oil in my truck because it's pretty high on the dipstick. So what do you do now, right? So the doofus Iceman, right? The things we create upon ourselves, the challenges that we do to ourselves, and yeah, the list goes on and on and on. So definitely 8 quarts is more than enough. Does the engine blow up? I guess we'll find out, won't we? Yikes. All right, wow. When's the last time I drove the Bronco? Does anybody know? Does anybody know the last time I drove the Bronco? I can't keep track, man. It's just too much information. I kind of parked this thing after wanting to do an oil change. Then I did an oil change, and now everybody's like, oh, you overfilled it. I just checked the dipstick. So it's right there, just a little above the, it's a little above the full mark. But for me, high pressure is on the oil. So right there, if you look here, I'm just not seeing anything where I'd be like, oh my gosh. If I saw a really high pressure there, I'd be more worried. Boy, it's just a nasty day. This is just a day that I don't even want to be on the damn roads, but I gotta be on the roads. Doesn't end. So that's what I'm gonna do. And the roads are flush with plenty of areas of borderline flooding. And it's all about running your own company out in the field, taking care of business and taking care of customers. The list goes on and on and on. And gotta get gas. But this Bronco is so nice. But I already know the comments are gonna come in on me putting 8+ quarts in this motor, even though it's 7.5. I mean, think about this. This thing takes close to 8 quarts. And if you don't think there's a little variance there just for that in itself, I think you're kidding yourself. I mean, that's a lot of oil. So anyways, not to make excuses of my incompetent oil change. Hey, go to the YouTube channel, watch a guy change his oil in the Ford Bronco. Hey, follow his idea. Just keep on filling her. When you see the oil overflowing in the fill cap, you're full, okay? Yeah, I used to own a lawn and garden equipment dealership, and I'm not lying. We had a guy, I mean, just incredible. We had a guy that did that with one of our lawnmower engines. So, gotta get this thing into sport mode. How do I get it into sport? I can't remember. So this is where it all goes south really quick. It just drives you nuts. Driving damn different cars. No, I don't want that. Who the hell knows? I can't remember. Nope. I have no idea. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's just incredible. Too much damn technology. Yeah, so anyways, so yeah, will that be on the conversation list? And then the Bronco forum, I'm sure guys would be like, hey, look at this guy here, man. He freaking, and this is what's crazy. This is drives you nuts. Screen. I have no idea how to get out of this. It just doesn't end. When you jump from car to car to car like I do, all the different, I just don't want that. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, so what do you do now? I mean, literally, what do I do now? My view. Hit the OK button, okay? There's OK button. It just doesn't end, man. Oh my God. So why is this truck screens performance view? All right, let's see what that is. I have no idea. All right, so now what do we do? I mean, what do we do? Does anybody here know what you do? I mean, just be unbelievable. I have no idea. All right, I don't know. Let's see here. Performance view. Oh, there you go. Shows you all that. Look at that there. That's a different view. How about that idea? Let's do that for a while. I don't really like that view though, really. In all reality. There you go. leave it at that. Whatever. Jesus Christ. Yes, people be like, you cheap ass. You should have just taken your Bronco to the frickin' Ford dealer and had them change the oil. Well, you know what? This is no lie. The stories you hear on the Ford Bronco side is the guys don't put enough oil in the truck. That they put like 6.5 quarts or 7 quarts of oil in the truck. I mean, so here for the record, if you had 7 quarts in the truck, would you feel better than having 8? I know. The theory is if you overfill the motor, you're going to blow the seals out. Yeah, well, I'm not necessarily buying that right now. I don't think it's that full. As you see me sitting side of the road, hey, it'd be a hell of a video, wouldn't it? You think it gets some attention? Dumbass Bronco Raptor owner overfills his engine with motor oil and first oil change and blows it up. Yeah, you never know. Hey, I mean, I didn't say I was the smartest guy of the YouTube channel, tubers. I do tell you the way it is, at least, right? I don't try to cover up the lies like other people do. All right, what are we doing today? I don't know. We just had the cheap ass, China ass video I just made. Now I'm on the road all day. I mean, I'll be on the road all day. This will be a 200 plus mile day. Lousy Friday. It's the holiday weekend, so are many people going out of town or the 95 and all other stuff's a rat race? Probably. Oh my goodness gracious. So anyways, yeah. What are we going to talk about? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Yikes. Everybody's calling. All right. Hey, so my favorite Coons Baltimore Ford servicing dealer called me this morning, and the gentleman was telling me that the camera that we're talking about is, so it's this camera up in here. If you can see this here or not, it said assembly. There's a camera in there that's your lane assist. Hey man, we're not going to be able to do that calibration. It's a calibration issue, most likely. And he's just like, it's a rainy day, so you're gonna have to schedule that for probably next week. And I'm like, it's not a big deal. I'll be up in your area today, and if we can do that, great, but not a biggie. So great guy. So said, hey, the incompetent customer of yours, me, put too much oil in the motor. And he's like, well, how much? I said, well, I think I put about a 1/2 quart to 3/4 more than I should have. He's like, I wouldn't be worried about that. I'm like, okay. So I put like 8 8.25 quarts in the 7.5 quart. He's like, that's not a big deal. He's like, I wouldn't worry about it. He's like, you're fine. I'm like, really? He's like, it's not a big deal. He's like, there's plenty of room in that engine and that oil pan to have more than they recommend, so you're fine. He's like, don't worry about it. You're fine. I'm like, okay. So there you go. So, I mean, service guy too, cool guy, really good guy. And the thing is, the key guy that runs that dealership told him to call me, but I didn't tell him to call me for that reason. I told him to call me about the camera issue to see if I can get in and have it looked at today. And I was going to take it to a local dealer here, but they don't know who the heck I am. I mean, it's more convenient as far as the dealership goes, but as far as relationship, they have no clue of who I am. And that's what it's all about when you have a relationship with dealership, is when you have a guy like the Iceman come by and buy cars from me all the time, you're going to go out of your way to try to take care of them? Yeah, you are. So other dealership, I've never bought a car from them, so they're going to be like, yeah, it's just another schmo showing up, whatever. And so anyways, good news is I feel a lot better, because service guys like, yeah, like, you're good. So there you go. But I know a lot of other people are start weighing in, like, oh no, the gloom and doom, the engine failure, whatever. If this thing blows up, I just drive something different, right? Whatever. So, but they'll be like, yeah, but you confessed to service guy. Well, the way I know these guys, I think they'd help me out. But who knows? Anyways, what are we going to talk about now, right? Well, I can take care of business and I'll return. Oh, running around the Beltway, running around the main roads here, go over Cabin John Bridge into Maryland, and I just got to think to myself, why am I driving this truck? And I just love this Bronco. The Bronco, the baddest ass SUV ever. And when's the last time I drove this truck? I would say it was back in January. I brought it back home from Florida. So I'd say it's been now close to a month. Even for me, it's hard to believe. So it's been close to a month since I've driven this truck. Yeah, it's no doubt. And oh my gosh, this thing is so comfortable. And even watch my channel, I'm sure like, oh my God, here we go. Now it's all about the freaking Bronco. But really what I'm saying to you is, had I known that the dealer, I can't keep track of what the hell I'm telling everybody all day long, but the dealer's saying they can't calibrate this front windshield camera on a rainy day. It's like, just don't bring it today, bring it next week when it's a sunny day and we'll make it work. But he's even like, the camera is bad, it's a back order. Hopefully you get just a computer program software update or whatever. But if it's a camera problem, he's like, you ain't have that thing resolved anytime soon. It's all about the supply chain, all about the challenges. And so, anyways, yeah. So before I left the shop, I probably would not have driven this truck. I'd probably driven the Maverick. Why? Well, just because. Wow, hey, look, I'm getting 18.7 miles a gallon. That's hard to believe. Wow. Is this thing going to match the power boost? I mean, wow. I really haven't driven this truck. Last time I drove it, it was a freaking trailer deal. It's at like 6 miles a gallon. But anyways, yeah, I was, the whole point is, I just have driven something different because it does drink gas more, and I'm put a lot of miles on it. But now I'm driving it, it's like, wow, this thing is just comfortable, and it's just so comfortable, and it just rock and rolls. This thing just flies down the road. I mean, it's not struggling by any means, and I'm not even in sport mode. Sport mode's really nice, but it does keep it in a lower gear a lot more. So, about the way you sit up, I mean, just a great truck. The Ford Bronco Forum, a lot of guys, nice comments, silly comments too, but one guy's like, hey, is that the original factory wheels? And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, the truck's just factory, just the way it looks. And just a really, I mean, oh my gosh. Yeah, right now, so people are always like, what's your favorite vehicle? I have to say this Bronco, overall, just capability, everything you can do with it, it's the Bronco Raptor. And I've heard that you guys have heard the story 50 times. I never was fixated in the Bronco Raptor. Never. Yeah, how that played out, wow. But now, right now, no doubt, Ford product-wise, the Raptor, the Power Boost, those two vehicles, just love those vehicles. And then on the fun side, of course, we'll go to the GT500 and the Ford race truck. But as far as just really car keeper vehicles, like if my life went down the toilet, my goal would be to keep the Ford Raptor, Bronco, and the Power Boost. And if everything else had to go away, then that's fine, because the Power Boost, as I've talked all week long, is going to do everything my F-250 truck's going to do for what I do with it. So it replaces the heavy duty series. So yes, I can honestly say that if I ever had to come to closure, what vehicles would I keep? And then I would hopefully keep my wife's Grand Cherokee L and make that work. Ooh, here's your Grand here sitting on the side of the road. What's that all about? Interesting. So that's not good. What happened to them, right? Oh, I'm behind the BIM. You get on this Friday. It's a Friday, and these are the people that don't drive during the week. It's a Friday, Saturday, and you get these people that they drive really slow, and then they know you kind of want to get around them, and then they just take off. And just the challenges. And it's a rainy Friday. If I'm out off this road by 2 o'clock today, it'll be a total lockdown beltway. Yeah. Who's going where, right? All right, there's a front camera fault, service required. How does that all play out? So I just called the dealer. I'm right up near him. You know what? It stopped raining. So I'm like, you know what? just take the vehicle by and check it out, see what happens, right? And then there's the danger, right? I'll be at Coons Baltimore Ford. I'll be hanging out with a gang, right? What's going to happen then, right? I mean, sincerely, I'm going to go to Coons Baltimore Ford. I'm going to have an hour to kill with the guys. What do you think's going to happen? Yeah, we know what's going to happen. Hey, looky here. Look what I'm looking at, right? Yeah. Challenge that I have at this point. Let's just say there's something really cool at that dealership. Sincerely, what would I give up? What would I give up? That would make sense, that the numbers would work. The downside is the used values of most of my cars now have gone down, so there's nothing there. Yeah. What I do to myself, right? That's the danger. Just drop it off and leave. Well, I can't. And the Coons Baltimore Ford, it's more challenging service-wise. It's so far away, and to have like my kid follow me all the way over here, or my wife, or whoever, and then drop it off, and have to drive all the way back. It's so much more work. So, Coons Baltimore Ford. We'll do a little walk around, look at the inventory. What's the inventory like? What would be anybody's guess of what the inventory's like? Are they healthier? Are they thinner? What's anybody's guess? Do you think that they're going to have more vehicles there, less vehicles? Has my Ford Expedition Platinum sold? Are they going to have a bunch of Ford F-150s and Mach-E's, more Broncos, more Mustangs? Let's go check it out. Ford Bronco Raptor. I think it's just so comfortable. The only complaint that I would have is it's so dark. It's dark interior because you can't have a sunroof, and it's just so dark. I know I tinted the windows out. Yeah, that adds to the challenge. I get all that, but at the same time, all right. Yeah. The talking and the talking and the talking. I get it. All right, here we come in the backside to the Coons Baltimore Ford. Look at that Raptor. Ooh, look at that. That's dangerous. An orange one. Yikes. It's the Baja. I think it's the Baja Orange. Oh, my goodness. Just had lunch. If I have something stuck in my tooth, you're probably looking at me like, that goofball guy. All right. So the truck's still alive. Oil pressure's dead. Know why? Truck's off. Because it has to stop and go. And this person here, I think, is clueless of what to do, because you got a red light here and you can actually drive out on the road, but they're clueless, I guess. I don't know. Just, yeah, interesting how we all operate. So, what is the health of Coons Baltimore Ford today? Ooh, could have 450 down there. Yikes. Yeah. Come on, this guy here, this is incredible. This guy, so I guess he's going straight across. Yep, he's in the wrong lane. There you go. They don't know. We don't know, you impatient son of a gun. So it's that right there. Ooh, the G-Wagon's still here. And the Lexus. And pretty Raptor right there. You know, buying the older generation Raptor, you're better off because you get better fuel economy. You know, truthfully. There is an F450 real base truck there. All right, down to the service area, drop the truck off, and go hang out with the guys. And what do I do, right? Besides, yeah, we know. We know the agenda when you show up at a car dealership. But hey, one of my guys said, you haven't bought anything for a while. And I was like, yeah, right. I haven't bought anything for a while. I think he said you've gone 2 weeks without buying anything. Yeah, right. Yeah, what's going on? My track record. Man, I'm losing my track record. Here we go. Okay, here we are at Coons Baltimore Ford as I hang out waiting for my Bronco to have the camera looked at. So what do we got here today? What is happening on the... Got some Widows. Black Widow. And This truck was here the last time I was here. And what else they got here? Let's go see. This is definitely such a unique color, but why would you buy one of these when you have a Ford Power Boost, right? And yeah, it's probably got a 10 grand markup on it. No, actually, interesting. So they're kind of not doing that now. Look at the Mustangs, Mustang Mach-E's. It's getting colder. Uh-oh, here's my truck. It's hard to believe. Yep. So does this have the massaging seats? For me, I'd be like, that's too bad. Wow. Yeah, they kind of, let's see here. I don't know, hard to say. On that, yeah, same thing as mine. And, so wow, it's really gotten cold. It's gotten chilly. Uh-oh, somebody's racing their car down the road. Here is the Raptor. Is it a Raptor R? This is regular Raptor. 37 package. Oh boy, that's dangerous. Right? Is that dangerous? That's very dangerous. So this one here is 87, and they're wanting 95. It's like 8 grand over on this one. Yeah, so what do I give them for that, right? What's the fuel mileage? 15, 14, 16. Interesting. What package? 37-inch performance package, $52.50. Not too shabby. What if they have the Rattler? Oh, there's F-150 Lightning truck that was here last time I was here. They want 98. They're wanting, 98. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? This truck is that much more expensive. Wow. Bronco, a lot of STs. Wonder where the Rattler is. There's mine. Wow. Raptor. Look at that. Who's that? Yeah, see, this is where the times are a-changing. But no window sticker. They put the little keypad on it. So interesting, right? What you think is so special? Is it so special? Is this the Rattler down here? No, it's a Platinum. Oh, that's interesting. So that's the Platinum. Here's another F-150 Lightning. Which is this one? 87. Wow. Yeah. Cool Air is here. And let's see here. F-150. So that truck was here the last time I was here. What's this down here? Just a basic F-150. So, not real heavy. I'd say the inventory is about the same. So it's not like it's grown substantially. But I haven't been to their second lot either. So on that aspect, I have no idea. How's the dualies doing? Same dually. There's a nice Tremor package. F-150. This is just such a great truck. Maybe out there looking for this really nice truck. It really is. Wow. No, it's 67. Cloth interior. I just really like that truck. I've talked about it a gazillion times, haven't I? Yep. So yep, and looking here. It's so interesting to see some trucks. This truck here has the emblem. This one doesn't. They ran out of product. A lot of Explorers. This was here last time I was here. So the F-250 Super Duties, they're not like just disappearing like they used to. You know, they really were just a truck that was such a hot demand that you couldn't get them. But that's not the story anymore. I mean, there's definitely lots of F-250s, F-350s. All the Super Duty series is very heavy. Not the F-450 though. So look at that there. So that's Cyber Orange. That sounds like my truck, doesn't it? So a lot of Mach-E's. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Mach-E's. Wow. Yeah, so it's the value of mine, right? And we didn't even go up here. So here, here's the whole other section of Super Duties. Whole nother ball game. Yeah, so wow, a lot of Super Duties. The heaviest yet on the Super Duty product. Look, windy, cold air's coming in. Oh, look at that. It's just right here. 5.0 guy just did a stripe. $39,000 automatic. Ranger. But the Ranger package is this. Sport. Yep. Not many Broncos. So Broncos are still really a hot item. So I can say that for sure.